Hello, Austin and Raleigh Jones. All right, I got to get my chat figured out here. Okay. All right. Now I've got it set up. Austin and Raleigh Jones, if you're still there, how are you this evening? I'll throw this link in here just in case you want to come up. I'm doing good. Been a beautiful day. Down to one person. Okay. Not very exciting out of the shot of the gun, but here he comes.
How you doing tonight?
I'm doing good.
Awesome. So, you don't usually have a topic for these, do you? Like, what are your?
Go ahead.
I was gonna say, what's your interest?
Whatever you want to talk about.
Okay, wow. I'm getting the boat out the shop in about 2 weeks. I'm real excited about that.
What kind of boat?
Oh, just a John boat with like a 25 horsepower on it.
With electric choke?
Electric choke. No. It's old stick
like
steer.
Saw?
Yeah. That's funny. So what state are you? Go ahead.
I kind of like them big boats, them cruise ships.
Oh, I like cruising too. I've been on a few myself. Who do you go? Where do you go out
of? Different places, Miami, and
we have one scheduled. We had one scheduled that got canceled that we were going to leave Fort Lauderdale.
And, Fort Lauderdale, right?
Yeah.
One time went out in New Jersey.
Oh wow, really? I've been
Mobile. February.
Okay.
That was in February. It was cold.
I bet it was cold.
We went down in 80, 90 degree weather and then come back to the cold.
That's crazy, isn't it? The only cruise I ever had that was cold was one we took for Thanksgiving one year. And that was pretty cold until we got to the Bahamas. Then it was nice.
That's it. Where did it come out of?
That one came out of New Orleans.
New Orleans.
Yeah, New Orleans in Louisiana.
Oh, okay. Got you.
Yeah, party capital.
Well, we've been on 6 cruises. And then a couple of years ago, we went on a car trip to the West Coast from Illinois.
Right.
We live in Illinois, and we went clear to Washington State.
Oh, that's a long way. That's all the way to the West Coast.
Correct?
Man,
We was out 3 weeks.
that's crazy. I have a buddy. He drove to Alaska, all the way through Canada, all the way up. It took him 7 straight days. Yeah.
Well, we was out 3 weeks
Wow, that's crazy,
on
ain't
that
it?
trip. We went and seen Mount Rushmore, and we went on a train ride in
Right.
South Dakota. That was a fun trip. Went down in Hoover Dam.
I wonder how big that is. It looks huge whenever you see it in pictures. But I wonder how big it is like in real life. Like it must just be gigantic.
The Hoover
That
Dam?
Right.
Yeah, they've got like 3 different elevators
That's
that takes
crazy,
you
isn't
down
it?
in it. And they said that the concrete is still curing yet today.
Wow. This is that thick.
That
They put when they were pouring the concrete, they had to put cooling lines, like refrigeration cooling lines through the concrete
exactly.
just to dissipate the heat from the chemical reaction of the concrete. It's insane.
There is tunnels down there that it has tile in a dome and on the floor.
Right.
It has tile in there.
Yeah, that's something they used to do, man. That was nice, wasn't it? Nowadays, they would never spend the time to do anything like that.
And then there's one tunnel that you went into to the end. You had to kind of lean your head to walk.
Right.
You get down to the vent and you can look out into the water, down on the water from the dam.
That's crazy. You know what's really crazy is that they had to plan all those tunnels and interior parts of it as they were pouring it.
Correct.
Going up. You know, that's pretty impressive.
And we went to Grand Canyon, but we went to the north. Let's see, what the hell you call it? North something. I can't think of it, but you want North Rim. You want to go to the South Rim because when you go to the North Rim, you go to a dead end. We didn't go to the South Rim.
Okay.
When we was coming out, it said South Rim, 200 mile from where we was at. I said, no, we're going home. Of course, like I said, we'd already been out 3 weeks.
Oh yeah, yeah. 200 miles, that would have been quite a way, 4-hour drive. Was it 60 miles an hour? Yeah, 60.
One
so,
way,
yeah,
yeah.
at least 3 good hours. 3 good hours.
But we went and seen a guy in Oregon. He's on the YouTube. He really left YouTube and went to DLive, which I'm not smart enough to know how that works. But his name's Grizzly 270.
Okay.
If you've ever seen him. And then we seen a lady that I knew on YouTube. She said, well, if you're coming this far, you might as well come to my house in Washington State. And I have a room that you can stay in. So we stayed 2 nights with her. And then we started back down the coast until we got down into California and then started back east.
Yeah, that's a lot of fun.
And we even seen Uranus.
I'm not sure what that is.
That is a town.
Okay.
Uranus, Missouri. Actually is a town.
You know, I actually think I've been through that now since you said that about Missouri. I go to Missouri quite a bit, so I think I've been through there.
Check it out because it's kind of a fun place.
I love Branson. I go to Branson a good bit.
Never been to Branson.
Oh, it's nice. Missouri's a nice state. There's a lot to do there. In fact, I don't hardly know anybody from Missouri. I find that to be odd.
Have you been to the Arch? Up in the Arch?
Of St. Louis?
Correct.
No. My uncle was a Chinook pilot. There's a picture of him flying between it.
Under it?
Yeah.
That's illegal.
Well, he worked for the Air Force.
So he went through it.
Yeah, he went through it with his Chinook. It was one of his most pride things he ever did. I remember seeing it when I was a kid in his house. Yeah, I'm not shitting you. I don't have proof to show you because you know my uncle passed away when he was in El Paso. I don't know where the picture's at. My aunt's in back in Wichita again. But
well, now the way I understood it, that was illegal to fly through it.
Well, I don't know. I don't know if it was a special event or I don't know the circumstances in which it was taken.
I know.
I can just remember it as a kid.
I knew that there were some people that did. I didn't know them.
Yeah.
But they got arrested for it.
No, he wouldn't got arrested. He was a pilot for the U.S. Air Force.
Okay.
His name was Bob Morey. Or Robert Morey. I guess Bob's short for Robert. I guess in the old world, they don't really do that anymore that I know of, but that's what he went by. He went by Bob, but his real name was Robert Morey. And he flew his Chinook, Chinook is a double-bladed type helicopter. You know, two sets of those blades, one in the rear, one in the front.
Okay.
Underneath. I don't know. I wonder if I can Google it. I don't know if Google would have it. What's that arch thing called? St. Louis what?
Gateway Arch.
Okay.
I've been up in it about 2 or 3 times. You get a chance to go up in it. I don't know about COVID now, but you get a chance to go up. You better go up.
Why is it? You think it's going to be not around anymore for people to do that?
No, it's interesting. When you get up at the top, you actually lay down to look out the window, and you can look underneath of your feet.
All right, I am getting. There's quite a few people that's flown through it. Oh yeah, there's a stealth bomber. There's some of those blue wing type people. Yeah, so they do it for air shows. So that must be why he did his. Yeah, there's quite a few people who's flown through it. Oh, all looks Air Force though. Like, oh, here's a helicopter. I don't see his picture though. Ain't that a shame? I bet it's not on the internet. Isn't that funny? A picture I can remember that's not on the internet. You won't. There'll be a time when people can say that's not possible because all the existing pictures now are left on the internet. Isn't that weird? That's a weird thing to think about.
Yeah.
Before we had film, we don't take nothing in film. Everything, even if you just have it on your camera, you have to load it somewhere. So you put it on the internet. Like you put it on your Facebook to save it, so you have it for later. So it's crazy. I wonder what my aunt did with it. Haven't talked to her in years.
So, what state do you live in?
Louisiana.
Louisiana. All right.
Yeah. I live in West Monroe, Louisiana. It's where Duck Dynasty is from. You remember that TV show with the Duck Dynasty guys?
Oh, yeah.
I'm same
Oh,
town.
yeah.
Yeah, I live in that same exact town. Believe it or not.
Have you met them?
Yeah. One of them, well, one of them is my direct customer, and another one, his family is my customer. So I've seen and met him several times.
Your customer, what do you sell?
I own an appliance repair company.
You own what now?
Appliance repair company.
Appliance repair. Okay.
And I have some commercial interest in some hair salons.
Okay.
And then I do YouTube. I like YouTube. I've been doing it 14 years.
Well, let's see. 2017. No, is that right? I think that is. That's when I bought my first webcam. I started in 2009. But I didn't know what I was doing at first, you know.
Right.
And I was looking for this gas can, for a gas can. And I had typed it in, and there was a guy, he goes by Doing It Cheap, Paw Bob. And he was revamping a gas can. You know how they got you, the government's got you to where it won't leak and what have you.
Right. They got all the safety features on them.
Right. Well, he did away with the safety feature, and I come up with I didn't do it what he done, but I come up with a gas can called the No Spill gas can.
Okay.
And it's really a nice can. You can turn it up with the spout straight down. It won't leak a drop until you pull the trigger on it. I made a video of it. I made all kinds of videos. Like I said, you know, whatever. I've done hot tub repairs.
Right. I got my name. I got the amount of subs I have because of the fact of I made some videos that would send me viral. I have like 5 over 100,000. I have 40 over like 10,000. So I have just a lot of repair videos, and so they get a lot of traction. But that doesn't equate into live stream viewers because the people that come and watch your uploads don't watch your live streams. And so I had to build that crowd separate from my upload crowd. That's why there's two separate types of people that come to my channel. The people that just watch the repair videos and the people who like to chat in my live streams. And I have to give them two different types of content. So sometimes it makes people confused about my channel. So like my live streams, I debate people out here on YouTube, and I'm really good at it. And we go back and forth with debating type comments and commentary. It's weird, isn't it?
Well, there's one thing that I stopped doing altogether. I don't talk politics no more. I lost a lot of subs.
They don't like you like Biden, do they?
No, they don't.
I don't like Biden, but I don't care. It doesn't bother me. Like it don't trigger me. You like Biden. I don't care. I like it that you like him that much. It makes me respect you more.
Well, I hate Trump, so there you go.
There's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that.
I'm just going to say this. I just don't like people that lies.
Yeah.
And corrupt and the sexual shit that he's done. You know, and nobody can see that. Okay, we're done. That's it. I'm done.
It don't bother me, man. You're not gonna trigger me. I love it. I love your passion for it. Your passion. I like listening to your passion more than I like your content of the passion. You see what I'm saying? You speak with it like you truly. That's the way you're speaking from the heart, and that it shows.
Well, it's the truth.
Right.
It's the very truth. And if you've seen my thumbnail I put up, I got my first shot.
Did you? I noticed it said vaccine. Well, that's awesome.
Can you see that? They give me a sticker.
I do. I see that. Yeah, it says LCHD.
Lawrence County
Gotcha.
Health Department.
Okay. That's awesome. So how long until you go for your next one?
3 weeks.
Yeah. It's not bad. You don't feel sick or nothing?
No.
That's good.
No.
Yeah, that's real good.
My wife, she's 65, so she got both her shots before I got my first one.
Right.
Because I'm only 64.
Oh, she got a younger man, don't she?
Yeah. But I had to wait until I got into their timeline. They have got that figured out to a fine art.
I'm sure they do.
Sure
they do.
Now, we went to the high school, which is a lot bigger area, but I went to the health department, and they got it where when you pull in, you pull down, and you go around the building, and you stop, and they sign you up and everything. And then they go, you're in line in your car,
Right.
and you drive up under a carport, and they give you the shot, and then they hand you a timer. They didn't do that for the wife, I said, hey, this is pretty nice. Do I get to keep this? No. But it timed down to 15 minutes.
Oh, you had to wait there on the premises for 15 minutes?
I had to wait 15 minutes in case there was a problem. And they want to know if you're on blood thinners. Well, I take an aspirin, but I didn't tell them that.
Yeah, it's not really that big of a deal if it's a small aspirin. Now, if you're taking some kind of big, huge load, that's different. Then that's pretty thinned out. But, most people in their 50s take a small aspirin.
Yeah, I started. I didn't even tell my doctor about it. I just started doing it.
Yes, that's not a bad idea.
I take the 325. I don't take the baby aspirin.
Okay.
Because it's a lot higher dollar. I take the 325. You can get a whole big bottle for hardly nothing.
Yeah, it's cheap. You're right. It's real cheap.
So I take one a day.
Yeah, I think that's a good thing. Save a heart attack for sure.
Well, that's the whole plan.
You've done pretty good so far, man. You're in your 60s. No heart attacks yet, and that's pretty good.
No, but I have outworked my body.
Yeah,
I quit.
I know that feeling.
I quit in 2014.
Quit what?
Working.
I'll quit working. I got you. Yeah, working sucks, man. Let me be honest with you. That's why it's called working, I guess.
And, they're talking about a $15 minimum wage. I've worked 40 years. And when I quit, I was up to $10.65.
Oh, wow.
I started at $1.50 an hour.
Could you imagine starting at 15?
At $15 an hour?
Yeah, that'd be insane, huh?
Yeah. Well, but anyhow, they're talking about this $15 wage. Well, we've already got it in Illinois. They started out, it's at $11 now, and you get $1 raise a year. But by the time you get up to $15 an hour, prices is going to go up. It won't amount to anything.
Right. I got a question for you, though.
Yes, sir.
I know you like Biden. But do you think he's gonna make all 4 years? Like, do you think?
Yeah.
I mean, the guy is. I mean, he's in his 70s something. You know.
Well, sure,
Maybe
he's going to make all of
I
it.
worried about it with Trump. I was like taking bets. I bet he only makes 2 years out there in that stress hellhole. You know, because it's a horrible job. It's a horrible job.
Who, Trump?
Yeah, either one of them. I thought Trump would have kicked the bucket too, because Trump's eating habit was horrible. So I was like, man, this guy's gonna die of a heart attack. He's on the cusp of a heart attack, and he's fixing to take the hardest, most stressful job in the nation.
Well,
And he did his 4th. That was, I thought, well, that was pretty impressive. So I was thinking to myself, man, will Biden make his 4? I mean, because these guys are old that go in office, man. They're not young guys. They're at the end of their life in their 70s.
what is he, 77?
Yeah, something like that.
Trump's 74.
Right. I guess Trump went in his late 60s. No, he went in at 70 years old. That's right. Trump was 70. So he's 74. That's right. Maybe almost 75 now, probably. And Biden, I mean, Trump would have been lucky to make it. A 79-year-old president? That's crazy. Even if Trump had won it, he would be 79 by the time he got out again. That'd be insane, wouldn't it?
Well, he didn't win it the first time.
Right.
He
Well, I'm
cheated
not
the
debating
first
that.
time. He tried to cheat it the second time.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't even get involved in that kind of stuff.
That's what I'm saying. I don't
Yeah.
talk it no more because I've lost a lot of watchers. See, I've only got 4 people watching right now. I
But
used to have at least 20, you know.
Yeah, but what I was talking about is just the age on these cats, man. Can you believe
Right,
that?
but
Would you want to do that job in your 70s? Man, I don't know why they would want that shit.
Well, okay, here's the deal. They didn't work like me and you ever in their life.
Oh, I guess you got a point.
Theirs is all brain work. You know, I was lifting 100-pound bags of drilling mud, you know, packing shingles, packing drywall. Like I said, I've torn my body up. I've had a hip replaced. My feet don't work right. I tore up one of my feet. It's locked in place. And I had a doctor look at it, and he said, yes. He said, you need to have surgery, but don't have surgery until you can't take one more step. Because when you do have surgery, you're not going to be able to put any pressure on that foot for 10 weeks.
Right.
Okay. So I'm not going to have surgery, but I did quit working.
Well, maybe that fixed the problem.
Well, it's a lot better. I have a small yard, but I mow it, push mow it.
I like push mowing too. It
Well,
really
I'm not
stressed.
saying I like it, but it has to be done.
Right.
And I can take a break anytime I want to, you know.
Yeah. Because you're your own boss, you know. It's
Right.
your yard. I bet Kamala's going, I hope this guy kicks the bucket soon so I can be president. You know, she's the just like what was Trump's vice president name? Pence. You know, Pence was going, this fucker's gonna die. He eats Big Macs and drinks Diet Coke all day.
Well, we've been in worse shape with Pence, but I doubt if Kamala is saying that.
You don't think?
Yeah, I
She's
don't.
like, there's a good chance I can be president. He's gonna die. No, I'm just making fun. I think it's funny though. I like to roast these guys. Yeah, there's some funny people, man. We always have some funny governors here in Louisiana. They're always flamboyantly over the top, like our current one is. That him and his wife like to go to strip clubs and stuff like that. Or we have them where they're straight crooks, like Edwin Edwards. You know. We always get some interesting ones in our state.
Goodbye, Epstein.
Oh, you got a troll in here?
Yeah,
Oh, wait a minute. You got to leave him. Why'd you kick him? That's a fair question.
that's a troll.
But it doesn't matter. Trolls are fun, though.
It don't matter to me. They're
You
gone.
don't like them. Okay, well, can I answer her question?
I don't care.
I I mean, he won. So if he wins, he gets. I'm going to support him. I didn't vote for him, but he's my president, so you got to support him. That's what you do as
You
American.
don't have to.
I think it's really shallow of you. I mean, what good is that going to do? He's still going to be president. You
Well,
know.
I didn't support Trump.
I mean, it doesn't matter. He was still president. So that's how I kind of look at it, with a glass half full instead of half empty kind of thing. You know, it's my personality. Um, I typically vote Republican because I own my own businesses, and that provides me the most advantage. Um, where other people, that might not be the best advantage for them, and I can understand why they would vote for somebody else, because you should always vote for whoever's going to give you the most stuff. That's just how it works. Yeah. Look here. If you guys think that rich people ain't taking welfare, you guys are crazy. Let me tell you something. I grew up in the farming communities. My grandfather was a cattle farmer. They took all kinds of subsidies. They took what you call farming welfare. Farming welfare is more lucrative, way more lucrative than welfare that these single mamas get. Let me explain to you what a single mama gets. Single mama gets like $500 in food stamps and like $100 extra for each kid. So she has 3 kids, so she gets $800 a month, right? That farmer is getting like 20 grand a month. So who's draining your pockets bigger, right? The farmers or the mothers on welfare? Yeah, you guys don't even think about that. People don't think about that. How about the big tech, big business, Amazon? They just drain in the company. It doesn't even touch. The welfare budget doesn't come anywhere close to the big business bailouts and the fucking farmer. That's why they always talk about farm bills. Farm bills. Why you always hear so much about farm bills? Why they need so much? You don't run a profitable business, you shouldn't be open. Why you should be getting welfare?
Well, farmers get a lot of aid.
Yeah. They're rich too. You ever seen the houses they live in? They ain't going broke.
No, they're not going broke.
Why they need all that aid? Aid's for people who are doing bad. It's not to buy them $1 million house. Their wife new titties. You know? they're living pretty good. They're living pretty good. So that's what I know.
Well, they're coming in by the groves tonight.
Are they? I don't know any of these people. These are none of.
I don't either. They're gone. It's the same person. All 3 of them's the same person. They don't have any content.
Are you looking them up or something?
Right.
But you know, you can win these people over as your supporters by giving them a good argument. That's why I don't block trolls. Only if they're doxing people or attacking people. But opposition of argument, nah, that don't bother me. I can overcome that with a better argument.
Hello, Stray. How are you tonight?
Yeah, that's just playing word magic, you know, saying, hey, instead of we saying it this way, we'll say it this way. That doesn't do any good. That's no action. You basically didn't do anything other than switch words around and say, hey, that's better. Hey, you should feel better. I switched my words around. There's no action there. That's just you. That's like saying,
Stray's
go
a
ahead.
good guy, though.
Yeah, I know. I'm just playing around. Everyone gets equally treated.
Stray, you want to come up?
But let's see here. What was I gonna say? Oh, frack, I've lost my train of thought. I had a good point.
Wow.
Think about it. So I really wanted to make that point. Yeah, let Stray come up here. That'll give another person. It's always better with more people. So, did you start getting trolls like this when you started talking about your political opinions?
Oh yeah, oh yeah.
And before that, everybody was cool. And see,
Well,
I think you're
we
a
had
cool dude.
we had a good community.
Okay.
Hey, Stray thinks you're number one, Jones.
Oh, yes, he gave me a good one. I like Stray, man. That's the type of people you need. You need people like that. That's good
Yeah,
humor.
Stray's a good guy.
Yeah, that's funny. That somebody knows how to give it back to you. Yeah, that's what I like. I think you would do good. You would do good in my community. We don't care if you're a Biden supporter. We don't care about
That's what I'm
that.
saying. I don't really like to bring it up.
we wouldn't care. I can see it on every one of your pictures. Like, this guy supports Biden. He's damn proud. I thought that was awesome. Most of these people are too afraid to say who they support. You know, at least you know where you stand. Yeah, you're man of your, you're man of your word. You know where you stand. That's integrity. That's what that is. That's integrity.
But see, these people don't have any content.
But that's because, do you think their main channel may be blocked, and now they're coming in on sock accounts?
No, their main channel, they don't show it. It's hard telling who it is.
But what I'm saying is they're coming in on these accounts because their main channels are blocked.
No, their main channel is not blocked. They just don't want to use it because then you know who they was.
Got you. And what community were you originally from?
What
that turned on you? Yeah, what community was this that turned on you? Was it like the bushcraft community, the community where I come from, or there's the religious communities? There's what did they call your community? What was the name of it? Who was like the leader of it? Who was the biggest creator then of it? If you don't have a name,
we didn't.
You didn't? Okay, it was just loosely formed. Okay, I get you. Because it sounds like it's the people probably from that community that are still have grievances with you. That would make the most sense, I would think.
I don't know.
Yeah, it's odd. It's an odd thing, isn't it? Would you ever watch somebody you don't like?
Would I watch someone I don't like?
Right.
Probably not. No.
But that's what they're doing. They don't like you, but they watch us. That's
weird. They're
that's weird, money. Isn't it?
They're making me money.
Yeah, they are. Rack it up. But yeah, I think that's weird. I wouldn't spend my time to watch somebody if I didn't like them. I like you though, man. I think you're a good guy. And you're genuine. You. So that's hard to find. And you're welcome over in our community. We got a little bit of drama because they like that.
But, I got your bell rung.
Oh, awesome. And so yeah.
Ray said it's Noodles that's doing it. Okay.
Is it Mac Noodles or just Noodles?
Noodles and butter.
Okay. Noodles.
Okay.
I don't know.
So now I'm getting dislikes. Well, who's 8?
Well, tell me about this Noodles guy. What is Noodles' channel? Because can you put his channel link?
Noodles.
Just type Noodles into the search bar.
Yeah.
I mean, do you know what that would look like into YouTube search bar? Noodles. They would come up with every Asian dish every known to man. Yeah, I get mukbang Asian dishes, like cheesy noodles with, just different. Oh my God, Bob Hickman has a noodle video. The new YouTuber has a noodles video. What is he doing? What is Bob Hickman doing? This is a guy from our community that YouTube's naked. Oh my God. I don't need to go down that rabbit hole. I'm gonna need a more defined search to noodles.
Well, that's his name.
I know, but you know what I mean. It's a big place out here.
I know.
I'm a little high too, by the way. So I'm probably think things are funnier than what they really are, and I apologize for that.
Cool.
I use it as a prescription for schizophrenia, so it calms me down in the evenings. So.
Well, now
As you probably have realized that most people on YouTube that have time to spend out here are either crazy or physically disabled. It's a weird place, but I have enjoyed it for 14 years.
Okay, there's his name. Noodles 1980.
19. Oh yeah, I know who that is. Somebody was telling me about that person the other day. This is weird how our communities or like intermingled by weird people. Let me put this 1980. Yeah. Is it Noodles 1980 targeted? Or maybe that's somebody different.
Well, see, you don't have no picture. I don't know. I don't go to his channel.
It must be a dog. There's one of a dog. This is probably it. He only got 300 subs. Yeah, this is probably his. We'll sub to it. Let me bang the bell. Check him out. Well, do any of the trolls want to come on the panel to talk? Do you ever invite them on the panel and so they could air their grievances?
No.
We could debate their.
If I know they're a troll, they're gone.
Okay.
Stray, you want to come up? I'll let Stray come up.
Well, I appreciate coming up then. I didn't know if it was just open invitation or it's friendly fire only. I got you. Why you're a bad man? Well, that's not nice. And who cares about dislikes? It's interactions. Actually, if you give him a dislike to YouTube, that's a favorable thing because he's getting an interaction. It actually helps him in the algorithm. So that's just how slow you are. You're helping him by giving them dislike. They don't differentiate between a like or a dislike. They just what they look for, because I'm a computer programmer, is what I went to school for. What they look for is interactions. How many interactions does this man have? And all you're doing is giving him more interactions. That's slow. People slow, man. Man, I'm getting 40 dislikes per video before. I can read some videos out with some dislikes now. I get hit by PETA one time. Nearly had my channel taken. I used to breed reptiles, and I would put feeding videos up. Yeah, I got a lot of heat for that. PETA didn't think that was too cool.
That you was feeding your reptiles.
Right. Yep, and they weren't even live. They were frozen thawed. We would produce the rodents in a different facility, and we would euthanize them using CO2 chamber, and then we would freeze them. And as we needed them, we thawed them, warmed them in some water to like 100 degrees, and then fed them to them. And so it was very humane. It was a whole humane process, but it nearly cost me my channel.
Huh.
If you go to some of my old videos, you can actually see I have very few reptile videos left on there. But I had a lot of reptiles. I had over 400 snakes. Yeah, second largest breeder in Louisiana.
Okay, Stray, you have a good night.
Oh, take it easy, Stray. I wish you probably would have put his channel link out there. That would have been nice.
Who, Stray?
Yeah, I could have subbed to him.
Okay. I'll bring it up.
Well, thank you. I appreciate that.
See, I've got this extension called Go to Channel.
Yeah, Coach Eli has that too.
It's only like $10 for a year. Supposed to be.
No, it is. I know another guy that has that. Does anybody review your videos that you do or anything like that? Do they like clip you then put you back out or anything like that?
Not so much.
Okay. Some communities that's a big thing, others it's not. I'm always curious about other communities. It's like I'm a historian about communities. Oh, awesome. Yeah. Found them right here. Very cool stuff. I'm about to check them out. Well, I'm fixing to jump off here myself. A little overtime anyway. It's past 8. So I appreciate you, my friends. Thank you for having me on. And I had a good chat with you.
Like I said, I got your bell rung.
Okay.
And do you use OBS?
I use XSplit.
Okay, so you don't use StreamYard. All right.
No, I use StreamYards. I can run it right through my my XSplit.
Okay, that's what you can do with OBS.
Yes, they're very similar. Where like XSplit's owned by like Microsoft. It's kind of a big company type package. Where OBS is more like Linux. It's kind of a free open software system.
But it's tough, man.
No, it's badass, and Linux is badass. But what I have is a package system because I also do computer programming, and I get it into a package with my Dreamweaver and CSS and Publisher and other stuff like that.
Well, there's this one guy that Grizz 270. He went to DLive.
Okay,
and,
I'm familiar with it.
I'm not familiar. I can't use it very good. Hello, Theo.
So, are you trying to do it with StreamYards? Or are you trying to do it with OBS?
Neither. For DLive.
Okay. Yeah, DLive.
I went to his channel, but I've never been up on his panel.
So with DLive, I would have to run it through my XSplit. I can connect to DLive using a RMTP protocol, and that allowed me to connect to it. Then I could run StreamYards through the XSplit.
Right. That's the way OBS is.
Yeah, it's a little bit more complicated.
That's what I'm saying. It's hard to do.
But there's like it's a bunch of kids on it DLive though. It's not that many adults. It's like not dudes our age, you know. I'm like 20 years younger than you, but it seems like YouTube has an older crowd, where DLive has like 13 to 25-year-olds. I can't relate to those dudes. I relate more to you, you know.
Probably gamers.
Right. So I don't really relate to them.
But Grizz said he didn't like YouTube because if he said something, he was for Trump. So if he said something for Trump, well, they would demonetize that particular video, and he got tired of it. That's what I understood. So I don't know.
Yeah, but I don't talk politics because it messes up my mind. Thinking about politics, like it screws me up.
Channel and you get trolls.
Yeah. So I don't deal with politics. That's why I can laugh about it, and that's why we can have a good conversation because I don't care.
You go.
It don't bother me. So other folks get feelings hurt, and it's sad because they can miss a good interaction between people, you know.
Right.
So it's just not that important to me. Well, I'm fixing to jump off here, brother. Again, I appreciate you having me on, and I'll see you again.
Okay, am I
shortly.
pronouncing your name right, Raleigh?
That is exactly correct.
Okay. Well, I'll keep watching the notifications. I may jump on your live stream
Yeah,
if
that'd be
you allow
great.
it.
Well, I do the morning coffees, and usually the second half of them, I have panels, and the first half I monologue, because I have a hard time when people start coming on concentrating and being able to get my message out and at the same time interact with them. And so that's why I always monologue for the first half, and the second half or run a panel. Well, brother, you take it easy. It's good seeing you.
All right, take care. Okay, Theo, reboot and come right back. Oh man, I had pizza and man, it's bloating me up like crazy. Well, I've almost made it an hour. So, do we have anybody else wants to come up? Anybody want to talk about anything? Put it in chat. All right, Theo, would you like to come up for a little bit? I got it Friday, but this is the first time I've been up since I got it. And they gave me a sticker. So I used it for thumbnail. Okay, you can't right now. All right. Now, Theo, you told me that the last time. I will the next time. No, I didn't. No problems whatsoever. My wife had her second shot the 27th. Her second shot gave her a little bit of soreness in her arm. I never had any problems whatsoever. No problem, Theo. No, not really. It's only 8 o'clock for me. Wow. Nine o'clock for you, okay? So do you have... I have to take a second shot, yes. All right, let's see who you are. Okay, Matthew, I am a supporter of your channel. So, Matthew, how are you? Australia, mate. Hello, Paul. On the 11th. I still have to wait. Yeah, because you're younger. I had that issue. Paul's a good guy. He was on my channel. In fact, Paul, do you want to come up? No problem, Paul. Well, says we got 10 people on here watching. I want to thank each and every one of you for being on here. Yeah, I know. Everybody's bashful, Theo. I was really impressed that Riley come up. He's a good guy. Yeah, essential. Yeah, that's how she got it. Well, he's a new supporter, Theo. I'm getting new people. Yeah, he does have a big channel. I hope that he's my friend now. Um, just last week, they started vaccinating people from 16 to 64 if they had conditions like obesity, diabetes, stuff like that, high blood pressure. Hi, Miss Pam.
Hello.
I had a lot of trolls tonight. They're all blocked. Wow. It's been up in the 50s and 60s here, Paul. Um, there was a deal that took place with John, and he hasn't come back. He went bonkers on me. So I haven't abandoned him. I did take his wrench, but he hasn't been back. Yeah, he flipped some people off, that good people, and he made the comment, I hope you all get COVID and die. That ain't good. Has 12 inches of snow. Wow. Well, if he wants to come back, Theo, he can. Like I said, I haven't blocked him. We had quite a bit of snow there for at one time. I don't know what date it was, but it's all gone. Grizz went to DLive. He sent me something, how to join something so I can find him, but I couldn't get on it. And if he comes back, Theo, he's welcome. But he really hurt my channel there for a while. I'm getting some new people now. Raleigh, he's new. Paul's new. Yeah, I seen that. The income that you get is just what people give you. But Grizzy went to DLive like 2 years ago. We went out to Oregon and spent a few days with him. I hate that I don't get to see or talk to him now. Yeah, I know. Yeah, I had to do a little bit of damage control with what took place then. Yeah, you talk about Grizz. He quit drinking. I think he's in the UK, but Theo answer him. Oh, okay, Canada. North Central, and I'm in Southern Illinois. Um, let's see what the temperature is. Yeah, he's probably 4 hours from me. Illinois is a long state. 44 degrees. Uh, we're supposed to have rain Thursday, Friday, Saturday. I was looking up here and I thought, that looks like stripes in books. Hello, Brad. Come up if you'd like. Small rocks. Yep. If you put concrete, it sets up and it wallers out a hole, and then it's not stable no more. If you put rock, as it moves, it just keeps sinking in and making it bigger and tighter. And 400-mile long. Yeah. Yep. An old man taught me that. As that pole moves and shakes, that stone just keeps getting in there tighter and tighter. That's exactly right. Brad, you coming up? I know it's 9:30 for you, though. In a bit. Good deal. Well, I'll be right back then. Brad, you come up. I'll be right back and bring you up. I got to go pee. Hi, I'm back. I bought me some bird feeders, some hummingbird feeders. I put them out today. Welcome back. Pam said she seen on the internet that they were supposed to be here between the 1st and the 15th. They were supposed to be coming back in this area. So yeah, I have birds. I feed the regular birds in the winter. I feed the hummingbirds in the summer. I bought some new feeders, and I'm having trouble with them leaking. I'm thinking it's because when I hung them, they got a hook, and the shepherd's hook, or where I hang them, I got it off kilter where it's not even or not level. They go south, Theo. Yep, they go south. And you put a quarter of a cup of sugar to a cup of water. Heat it up so it'll dissolve and then let it cool before you put it out. But I haven't seen no birds yet. It'll take a couple weeks before they'll find it, but they say if they seen it last year, if they've been to your house last year, they'll come back. Yep. Well, hopefully, Paul, you'll get your $1,400 check. Pam and I both got our 600. But Theo will go out in the hot tub, and them hummingbirds, if they think their juice is getting low, they'll come by and go burr, burr. That's the COVID relief check that we got. We got $1,200, and then we got $600. Now we're supposed to get $1,400. That's what the United States is giving us for Trump's screw up. Yep, money for COVID. Texas is saying that you don't have to wear a mask. There's another state, but I forget which one it is. They're asking for trouble for that. Even though I got my shot, I'm still going to wear my mask. Not going to take no chances. I got my first shot the 5th, and they said it would take 2 weeks before it'll actually kick in, and then 3 weeks I get my second shot. So we'll see what happens. When I did my taxes, I had to check that I got my 1,200 and my 600. Or it probably was 24 and 1,200 because it was filing jointly. I do my own taxes, so if you just have a easy way, if you just have a 1099, free tax USA is free except for your state. It's like $12.95. Answer that question there, Theo, because I don't know. But that'd be pretty nice. Yeah, we just get it one time. Brad, you got a link in your email if you'd like to come up. Paul, do you want to come up? I think I asked you, you said not tonight. Let's give this a shot. There's a link. All right, Brad, not a problem. Paul, you can click on that link if you'd like. I'm only going to stay on until 9 o'clock. Thank you, Brad, for coming by. Paul or Theo? Theo said no, he didn't want to come up. Paul, do you want to come up? Okay. It's been a great night. Paul and Theo and Brad, if you can still hear me, you all have a great night. Okay, Theo. Thank you very much. All right, going to bed soon. I think I'm going to bed here pretty shortly too. So, you all have a good night. I appreciate it. Have a great, outstanding night and a good one tomorrow. Bye, all.